Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite girl once again, Lizzie. If this is your first time of watching me, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. For returning subscribers, I love you guys so much. Today I'm going to show you all how I achieve this gele, and it's not difficult at all. So the first thing I'm going to do is to get the measurement of the gele. Let's take for example, if you're going to be working with an aso'oke and the measurement for your width is about 65, what you have to do is you have to make sure that you leave, let's say, 55 on one side and then 10 on the other side. So the part that has 55 as the measurement is going to be the longer part of the aso'oke, while the other part that has, let's say, about 10 is going to be the short part of the gele, because we are going to form a V. So mine is about 85. So what I'm going to do is to leave just about 10 on one side, and then the remaining 75 goes to the other side of the gele, which is going to be the longer side of the gele. As easy as that, guys. So after doing that, all you have to do next is to fold the edge of the gele, and then after folding the edge, you're doing that so that you can have a very neat front. The gele has to be very neat at the front, so you need to fold the edge, and that's going to be your first pleat. And then after that, you have to make pleats. So you can make, let's say, about 5, 6, 7 pleats on the base gele, depending on how big your gele is. That's depending on the length of your gele. So you can make, let's say, about 5 or 6 on the base. So this is me bringing the short hand of the gele to the front. The part that is about 10, just bring it to the front, and that's what is going to help you in forming the V. The longer hand of the gele has to stay on the ear of your client, while the shorter hand of the gele has to come to the front as well and stay on the ear of your client. So after bringing the gele to the front, I'm going to form pleats. So that connection right there at the middle where it intercepts is where we call the V, is the V. So you have to make sure that if you are going to be tying a V-shaped gele, it has to have that V in front. So today I'm using a dummy, and of course you know that it can be really slippery when you're using a dummy, so it can be a little bit confusing as well, but trust me, you get this one. You definitely get this one. So this is me forming about 6 to 7 pleats on the base gele, and then you have to make sure that the V of the gele is at the middle of the nose of the person's nose. So at this point, after forming my last pleat, all I'm going to do next is to pick that last pleat. As you can see in this video, pick the last pleat and then move it towards the front, just so that I can cover the other pleats that you've made, and so that everything will be secured, and then pin. You can pin once, you can pin twice, as long as you're sure that the whole gele is secured and it's not going to move. So what I actually did on this dummy was to pick bigger pleats. They are actually called thumb tags. I placed them on the gele so that it will not fall, because this dummy, like I said, is quite slippery. So this is the longer hand of the gele, the 75 part of the gele. So I'm going to trace the pleats downwards. I'm just going to trace it. So guys, you're tracing the pleats because you want to make sure that the pleats are still intact when you bring the aso'oke to the front, like this, as you can see in the video. So right now I'm just going to form round pleats. I'm going to form round pleats. So I'll be picking my pleats one by one, one after the other, one after the other, until I reach the end of this gele. So enjoy, guys. So guys, at this point you have to make sure that you're taking your time in doing all of this, because if you don't take your time in doing it, the gele is going to scatter, and what I mean by scatter is it's going to unravel. So you need to take your time in making the pleats one after the other so that everything stays intact. And at this point you are placing the pleats on top of each other and not behind each other like we did when we were making the base gele. So you are placing the pleats on top of each other when you're trying to create the formation, and then for the base gele you are placing the pleats behind each other. So this is about the end of the part where we have to make the formation, where we have to create the formation. You can see how the pleats are already coming out really nice. If you're a beginner, you have to be patient, be as patient as possible in order to get this. You have to keep repeating this over and over and over again just so that you can get it. As you all know, in Nigeria, in fact in Africa as a whole, your gele is your, like, it's actually the beauty of your outfit, especially when you are out for an owambe, a wedding or so. The gele just brings out everything about gele is unique. So you need to make sure that you know how to tie gele on yourself, and even as a makeup artist you really need to know how to tie gele. So for the end of the aso'oke, at the end I'm just going to fold in the last two pleats like this. I'm going to fold them in like this and then pin. So you fold, you pin, you fold, you pin. You can just create your own style. It's not compulsory that you fold. I just felt like the gele was going to look more unique and beautiful this way, and that was why I folded the two last pleats. So you have to do that till you reach the end like this. So once you're done folding it in, take your gele towards the other side and pin it. So for the remaining part of the gele, you know, the remaining hand of the 75 that we have right there, all I'm going to do next is to pick it up and then twist the ends. I'm just going to twist the ends and then pin it at the back. As simple as that, guys. This gele is really not difficult. It's very simple. When you see that you're already running out of time, you can easily just do this and then you're good to go. So like I said, guys, I'm going to twist the remaining hand of the gele. You can see that I'm placing one hand on top of the place where I ended the pleats. You have to place one hand there while you use the other hand to twist the gele, just so that the gele does not unravel. So I'm taking the remaining hand of the gele to the back right now, and I'm just going to pin it. So if you're going to close the back of your gele, this is what it should look like. You could actually open the back of your gele or close it, depends on what you want. So if you're going to close it, this is what it should look like. Use enough pins and make sure it's also beautiful at the back. So I'm going to move to the front right now and then adjust the gele until it's as good as the way I want it to be. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I do hope that it has been helpful. If it has, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, share. Don't forget to share, guys. I really love it when you guys share, and I want to see you all in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching. See you all in my next video. Bye.